According to the 2010 U.S. Census, there are 38 million African Americans living in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
According to blackgenocide.org, since 1972, there have been over 15 million abortions of African Americans. In other words, there would be 30% more African Americans living in the United States if not for abortion.
Mm.
Why are civil rights leaders like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton focusing on these incidents with the police instead of abortion, which statistically is hurting the black population much, much more?
Because they're Uncle Toms. That's why. They're Uncle Toms for the white Democratic establishment. Margaret Sanger, the mother of Planned Parenthood, hated the blacks and the other non-whites and wanted them eliminated. And so far she's doing a good job, although she's done better with whites themselves. Be careful of wishing ill on other people because it may come back for yours, you know. No, I mean, the whole thing is so insane. The truth of the matter is that 50, 60 years ago, the reason why we're able to have a civil rights movement in the first place is because the black community had gotten to a point to where it had an infrastructure, to where you had a black middle class that was growing up, to where the black family structure was stronger and stronger and stronger, where the educational institutions that blacks had built since Reconstruction had really produced some extraordinary things. That's all withered on the vine during the course of my life. And there are 30% less blacks than there should be. To say nothing of so many less whites, browns, Asians. But it goes back to the same thing. Constantly, our attention is pulled over here, so we don't look at this. Well, you know what? Maybe this isn't that important right now. Maybe the shootings, Black Lives Matter, but unborn Black Lives Matter. It's just that the gentleman you mentioned, apparently, I mean, I can't read their minds. It could be that they're deeply troubled about it. But you wouldn't notice it from what they say. So, until they're willing to address, until the black leadership are willing to address these issues, the destruction of the black community, the collapse of the black family, the high abortion rate amongst blacks, the death rate amongst young blacks and its causes, until they are willing to address those things head on and face those elements of society responsible for it, oddly enough, many in our dominant classes. As far as I'm concerned, they're Uncle Toms and not worth noticing.